Howdy all, I am Adam, the Renaissance Nerd. Disney, it's a disaster. Spiraling out of control, falling into the abyss, losing money on all fronts. All because of the vision of one man. No, not Walt Disney. His vision was different. His vision was that of family-friendly brand that would always put a smile on your face and leave a warm feeling in your heart knowing that you watched something wholesome and you maybe learned a good moral lesson or two, but in the end you were also entertained, had fun, and enjoyed everything. No, the man I'm talking about had a vision over a decade ago. He had a vision as the new CEO of Disney after it was the era of Renaissance Disney, restored the strength of the brand, made it something to be respected again and enjoyed and beloved. One man had a vision. He had a vision of gobbling up successful companies and successful IPs and bringing them under the mighty umbrella, the mighty banner of Disney. He thought that by bringing these already successful products under the banner of Disney, he would make them even better. His reputation would grow as a genius CEO who saw the power of Disney as a brand that could bolster and take these franchises and IPs to even greater heights than their original creators and actual creatives ever could. The power of Disney's money would allow them to do everything possible under the sun, break barriers, achieve greater storytelling, greater graphical achievements, because Disney ruled the world and was beloved by all and could do no wrong. And who was this man who had this vision? One, Robert Iger. Robert Iger, Bob Iger as we call him. Some call him the Weatherman. Bob Iger believed that by just buying things up and putting weak leadership in charge of all these properties, or allowing people to drive out the good leadership and take control, or sacrificing the leadership to the woke SJW mob in order to keep them off your back, in order to appease your not-so-secret agenda masters at the time that we didn't know about, but now we do. Bob Iger believed he would go down in history as the greatest entertainment CEO of all time. He would make Star Wars greater, Pixar would rise even higher, and Marvel, the MCU, would go on forever. And then we will buy Fox Studios, 20th Century Fox, one of the most iconic movie studios in history. We will buy that for $72 billion just so we can get X-Men and the Fantastic Four. And everything else on that massive library of entertainment be damned and left to rot on a shelf. Because we're all going to put it on Disney Plus. Because the streaming wars are a thing. And I am Bob Iger. And by God, I will use all of Disney's power, wealth, and influence to make streaming channel a success. Where people will go to Disney Plus and watch all our content forever. Saying thank you, Disney, for giving me constant Marvel, for giving me constant Disney Star Wars, for putting all your crap movies in one place that I can watch while not putting on the classic library that we love. I am Bob Iger. I will be the man who will control all entertainment and garner enough wealth and influence and power that I will become president of the United States of America. Bob Iger. Everything he has done has led Disney to ruin. Every acquisition, everybody he put in control of the parks, everybody he allowed to influence him for the not-so-secret agenda, has led Disney to disastrous ruin. Movies don't make money anymore. The park attendance is down. Legal troubles abound. They have lost Reedy Creek and all the tax havens it allowed. And in the end, they spent $72 billion, as I said, on Fox Studios and have not gotten any of that. ESPN, their sports wing, is at its lowest of ever. Nobody watches. It's losing money. As I said, Disney Plus loses billions of dollars every quarter. The stock has dropped to lows, all-time lows. They have been downgraded on the New York Stock Exchange because Bob Iger had a vision over a decade ago to gobble things up and just let it go. Now, he set up Bob Chapek as the fall guy during the Koof era, only to come back at the beginning of this year, 2023, to be the savior of the disaster he set up in the first place. So as we watch one major failure after another at Disney right now, you would think it's time to end the era of Iger. No. Bob Iger's contract is renewed through 2026. That's another 3 years right now of Bob Iger's epically terrible leadership. And there you have it. What else can I say except Bob Iger is an idiot too? He's going to say, we don't sexualize children. No, we don't do that. That's not why the whole Florida bill became a thing, because we took the side of groomers and the alphabet mafia. No. Preposterous and inaccurate. Let's just look at all those glorious movies. Red, or Turning Red, I think it was called. That was pretty sick. Elemental right now, that's pretty bad. All the diversity and inclusion crap shoved into every MCU movie, every MCU show, all the diversity crap and false racist attacks on fans with Disney Star Wars. No. We haven't done any of that. It's preposterous and inaccurate. Well, he deserves another 3 years to right the ship. As I said, the stock is falling. The amusement parks, that which has allowed them to push all this stuff forward, park attendance is down. Nobody is buying Disney as a brand anymore. So what happens? We extend it. And then what does he say? Oh, we're open to selling ABC, FX, and more networks. Let's skip right down to it. Speaking to CNBC, Iger noted that ABC, FX, National Geographic, and Freeform may not be core to Disney. Iger then suggested he would consider selling these aforementioned brands, but is hard set on retaining at least some control of both ESPN and Hulu, because he wants to take Hulu and merge it with Disney Plus to try and save that disaster that he created. And ESPN, well, I have been told by many that there's so much money in sports that they're never going to give that up. Now, they don't mention Lucasfilm. They don't mention Marvel. They're not going to sell Marvel because of the potential it still has to squeeze that weekend to Bernie zombie of more money. But, you know, Lucasfilm's on the table. Don't tell me it's not on the table. Lucasfilm hasn't made any money in years for them. The shows are a failure. The movies are a failure. Nobody buys the merch. Nobody buys anything Disney anymore. The era of the Disney princesses is over. The era of wholesome Disney entertainment is over because Bob Iger, the man who gets 3 more years, allowed agenda to walk through the door. Allowed Kathleen Kennedy to ruin all the billion-dollar franchises that were a part of Lucasfilm. He allowed Kevin Feige to oust the true creatives, the true people who understood how to make and manage franchises out of Marvel Studios. He allowed that to happen. And then he allowed John Lasseter to be thrown to the SJW Wolves in order to protect himself and something at Pixar. Well, we see the results of that. Elemental, the worst Pixar release ever, jam-packed with diversity and inclusion agenda. So Bob Iger getting 3 more years. You know what? Thank you. There will be no shortage of content to comment on for the next 3 years as Disney makes one mistake after another, as they continue to drive away true, passionate, lifelong fans to replace them with a Twitter mob that doesn't care about anything but social media head pats. So thank you, Bob. Thank you, Disney Board of Directors, for giving him another 3 years. My channel thanks you. Other channels thank you. And I look forward to watching this fire burn and rage out of control even more. Burn, Disney, burn. You're not my wholesome family entertainment brand anymore. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on YouTube, where I hope to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about whiny Stan and SJW Fifis. Hit the notification button, share my videos if you like what I'm preaching, and by all means, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from real, actual fans like you. I care what you think. I do not care what the Stans and the SJWs have to say, because 201, they're all cowards behind keyboards, but their triggered rants feed the algorithm all the time and as much as everything else. So come along, little morons. I await you. Thank you again for watching. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you'd like to reach out to me, please email me at theranernerd@gmail.com for all channel business purposes. I am on Twitter now, mostly for promotion and sharing of videos, maybe a little shit stirring here and there. Who knows? @theranernerd. You can also find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can see me on Rumble and Odyssey under the Renaissance Nerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.